Isn't this all from the cold out of the big lakes that don't get so good? Superior, they said, come on, here's up for dead. When the girls and all never got
Yo, welcome to SmallmouthCrush Live with your co-host, Epic Eric.
What's up, man?
Who seems to be winning every tournament he fishes.
It's crazy, man. Been on a little bit of a roll on the team circuit, man. It's good stuff, man. That was my biggest bag ever in a team derby, 2481. That's Riz's biggest bag in a team tournament, and that's the bag of the year, according to Riz on the Bay right now.
There has been a bigger bag than that
this year. No.
Oh, what a dump. Listen,
2481's a dump. That sounds a little like sour grapes in my book, man.
No, it's good job. Congratulations.
Come on, man.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm really depressed right now.
Why? What happened?
I'm looking at.
You were just up in New York, man. The first day you were there was slick glass.
Looking at airboats today. So you're telling me they want $125,000 for this one?
More than a bass boat. That seems impossible. That's crazy. That's good Lord, man. That is very depressing. Why do you need
I just do, because I'm gonna be.
How about you just start with like entry level stuff and work your way up to the airboat?
Nah.
All right, just get it then. That's kind of crazy, man. Won't the ducks hear you coming? Won't you blow all the ducks out of the area with
I'll
the air?
be ice fishing out of that too, or semi-open water fishing. I don't know what I want.
So you can airboat across the snow and ice? That sounds pretty plausible. That's pretty cool. Then you wouldn't need a four-wheeler.
Nah. Looks like I need a side-by-side and a snowmobile.
And an airboat?
And an airboat.
And a drift boat. And an ice hut. Man, I don't even know, dude. That's a whole lot. Somebody said get a hovercraft. Hovercraft it is. Ken Eka 02 man says it's a midlife crisis. That hull won't run on ice.
No, it won't. But this one will.
Okay. You could live on the boat too. Right. Just build a small house for your children around the boat.
This one will run on ice.
Oh, it looks like it. It looks like they're right there on some ice.
That's only 80 grand. I can find a used one probably for 40.
Thank you, Tim.
Look at that.
Tim Maynard, I appreciate that. Gene Parmesan says, let's start a GoFundMe so that we can fund Travis's adventures or donate to them. Kuda says, here's some sage advice. What is the most important to get next, Travis?
That freaking Lund.
The Lund. So start with the Lund and then build from there.
All right, I'll order it tomorrow. Then what? Then what do I get?
You're going to order the Lund tomorrow.
I probably should.
All right.
Only because I want to hit the ice early. I want to get on open water early, March. Start trolling for some brown trout up there.
Right.
Anyways.
I gotcha. So you're going to start going up before you get the house. And then you'll start guiding in March. You'll be up there March, April, May, June. And then moving in June-ish. Yeah. Or just going up there to guide full time.
We should talk about that in the next upcoming live, my guide schedule. I
think
do
that's
have
a
it
good
available,
idea.
guys. If you're interested in booking a trip on the Chesapeake, March, April, May, June.
Why would they book with you on that dump? I don't understand it. What are you trying to sell here? Is that like a snake oil sales pitch?
We can go catch some fish there. It's not going to be enjoyable, but
I had the best time of my life, man,
sure.
catching those fish, dude. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, November like rolls up there. March is like early spring cranking, man. I tell you what, dude, it's like it starts early. It just flips. It's like pre-spawn is like November. They all show up in the same places. It's so much fun to catch them.
All right,
And
we're gonna
clearly they can be big. 2481. Put that in your dump bucket, bro. It might fit.
buy the London, organize more tackle.
That's right. Yeah, I'm lucky to fish with some hammers, man, like you, Riz, Scooter, Kramer. You know, add a little bit to the mix, man. I'm pretty proud of the practice, though, I got to tell you. Valuable clues were had. I'm going to post the tournament recap. Me and Riz kind of break it down. We don't really get into debates that much, but you know, little bait change in practice clued us into the big.
But you're
bite.
gonna get into everything tonight.
Well,
So
I don't think
talk.
so. I don't think so.
Well, that's how it is.
No, what do you mean?
You know, if we won the tournament, we'd tell everybody how we did it, where we were, and how it went down.
Well, there's not going to be anywhere we were stuff, but there's going to be like certain key bait changes and thoughts about what happened. Yeah. All right, good. All right, so that's it, guys. You're not hearing it. Just look at the pictures. I think you'll get the clues. Flat side crank, river rat spinner bait, slow rolled. Any other questions? It's pretty simple. Yeah, and maybe another Marty Burns flat side or two. So you know. Anyway, there you go. Take a screenshot.
Let's hear about it, man. Entertain me. First of all, you're supposed to be coming up with me fishing.
That's right.
You ditched me for Riz.
Work got crazy.
And then you put a picture up on Instagram and everybody's saying, oh, don't let Travis see that picture. He's going to get mad. Do I look mad?
Nah, you're never mad about that, man. You knew I couldn't swing it, dude. So I took Friday off. We got absolutely sloshed in the rain.
Well, first of all, how did this even happen? Because you switch partners like
there's no switching here. Here's the deal. With me.
You're always right? You're always playing with random people.
Playing with random.
What happened? You call them up?
You mean like,
hey, Riz.
You mean like winning with random people? Is that what you're trying to say? Let's see. Let's count the partners that I've won with. Let's count the partners that you've won with.
How did you come together?
So Riz,
Riz is hurting for people to fish with him. He just calls you up out of the blue. What?
Absolutely not, man. Riz got plenty of people. I think he doesn't have a steady tournament partner the way I understand it. So whoever's available, he fishes with.
Okay.
And I'm sure he's
never called me
with some people more than others. Well, you guys are kind of competitors, right?
No, actually, we did fish together down in where the heck were we?
I don't know. When
Tennessee. We fished on Pickwick together.
Did you really?
Yeah. He introduced me to the cold McDonald's McGriddle.
Huh. How was it? Tasty?
Eating it cold. Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah, man.
All right, keep going.
No, so you know, I've been on Bass U. I've co-hosted a couple shows and just got to know Riz on you know, afterwards and seeing him around fishing and just talking fishing, you know. So we just started talking a little bit of fishing. He's like, it'd be great to fish with you one day. And I said the same. So he says, hey, man, maybe we can jump into Derb.
What are you guys doing? Is this a text message over Instagram?
This is basically texting. This is texting. So
you guys text a lot? Like,
no, man, you know, I mean, it's just really all about trying to go fishing one time. We've been talking about it for 3 years.
Okay.
Literally that long. And then same thing with BTC. BTC and I've been talking about going fishing since we were at that show in PA, and we all fished in the trout bucket. Remember that little trout competition we had? That was hysterical. So BTC, I said, man, it'd be great to fish. You know me, I love new experiences, fishing with new people. There's nothing more enjoyable to me. I love to learn. I like to see how people do things. I like to share my knowledge. I like to show the baits that I get it done with. They know I'm a crankbait nut. They know I'm going to have something stupid, crazy in my bag. So they're, you know, it's always cool to look around. And I think
Mhm.
Riz was interested in my, how I crank and all that kind of stuff. And I'm interested in how he
Oh,
fishes. So yeah, I mean, a little bit like you when you first met me. I mean, you wanted to see that crankbait box, and
So
we
now
we
you're just
searched.
gonna give Riz all your secrets too?
No, dude, no. I told Riz, man. I said, man, keep it to what you got, bro. He's been winning plenty on the Upper Bay. I think he's done incredibly well up there. He's on a roll. I mean,
Mm.
the weekend before he came in second with like 18 or 19 pounds. I can't remember what the bag was. One bite away from winning that one. So he's got it dialed in. And but in practice, I mean, he'll tell you he can't come on tonight because he already had plans, but he'd like to come on another show and we could talk about it. So I won't go into the nitty gritty until Riz is on the show with me because I think that'd be really cool. But we struggled in practice a little bit, man, and I picked up a shad rep. I'll tell you that was the first fish that I caught. I mean, it was rainy, obviously cloudy. There
On
wasn't it.
some community bank.
No, not a community bank. But I did catch another fish on a community bank. So,
Mhm.
the fish are always in the most predictable places. Of course, there's all sorts of little sneaky stuff you can do. But anyway, so caught the first fish. Then I picked up a spinner bait and started slowing around on a community bank and caught a good one. And that was the first clue to say the bigger fish wanted a bigger bait. I caught plenty of fish on a flat side, and then I caught another good one on a flat side on another community bank. So anyway, man, yeah, it was exciting to do. It was exciting to fish together. But those were the two clues that we needed. And the game plan just ensued from there, man. So I'll wait to tell the whole story when Riz is on the show, man, because I
Okay,
think it
that's
would be
fine.
really cool to interact and have Riz tell and get his impressions of fishing with me and my impressions of fishing with him. He's a power guy for sure, but he slows down enough when he needs to. He uses electronics effectively, and his boat position was fantastic. We fished a lot of areas I fished in my life before, some new areas, and I'm sure he called the game plan, man. I let him do his thing, man. That's why I enjoy being in the back of the boat. I know if I'm going to be put around fish, I'll catch them. And we had some big fish. We went through a flurry of like 20 fish in one general area, a couple calls that didn't make it to the scales, but it was sure fun catching 20 and leaning on a bunch of fish while you're winding on them. I was throwing a flat side and they were just throating it. And yeah, man, so that was a blast. And we had one small fish to go with about 15 plus minutes till weigh in. And I caught a 5+ on a flat side, man, on Marty Burns. And that was that. We sealed the deal with that one. So it was awesome, man.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm throwing a JP. I throw a 6-3 to 1 on my flat sides because I like to wind. I don't want to have to throw a 7-1 and try to slow down. So a 6-3 1-to-1 is fine for me. And if you want to go slower, here's a tip: you don't have to get a new reel. You just underspool your reel, so it slows it down naturally. If you fill your spool up to the top on a 6-3 to 1, you'll be reeling maybe a little too fast for colder water situation. But the water temp was 60. It was 60. So it was freaking still warm. And we had a mixture of clouds and sun and wind. And the wind after practice, I mean, it hauled ass overnight. We found, I caught a big fish at the end of the day in practice. We elected not to go back to that area because it just got the shit kicked out of it overnight. Based on the west wind, we picked the lee side banks and fished some windy banks as well, because wind can be your friend, especially when you're throwing a blade. So slow rolling a blade around. Yeah, but it was cool, man. They wouldn't touch plastics or anything. Forget any finesse type of techniques. They were just not in play. I think I caught a catfish on a jig, and that was the only fish that touched the jig. And we must have flipped that jig in practice and in the tournament, probably, I don't know, 700 times without a bite.
Wow.
And yeah, they were completely dialed into shad. And that's a very predictable pattern in November on the bay, man. When the shad start to bunch up, they ball up. There's a ton of bait in the area. And we noticed some bigger shad. Might have been herring, not blueback, but just regular herring. But they were about that big. So it kind of makes sense that, the bigger bass wanted to eat something that big versus the thousands of,
I'm
1 inch
sure
baits
you've seen
in
all the
there.
bait there. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's incredible. Yeah, exactly, man. Yep. JP, that's right, man. Yeah, so 60 degrees. So pretty wild, man. Yep. Yeah. I mean, but obviously I throw a faster gear ratio, 7-1 to 1 when I want to burn a crankbait in the summer. So I'll have all my 6.3s with me. I'll have a 7-1 in the boat just in case I need to burn something to get a reaction bite, because you don't always have to slow down in cooler temps to get a bite. You can certainly surprise them with just winding. But I like to vary my retrieve a lot. I do what I call worming, pulling and stopping, and that seemed to be the way the fish wanted the bait presented. So especially the larger ones. Yeah, man, it feels good, man. I loved it. Just wound on them all day.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, man.
Mm.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, so man, for me, it's all about fishing with new people's fun. I like it. I like new waters, and I love new techniques. Just like the whole world of smallmouth, bro. I mean, you introduced me to it. I mean, I caught some smallmouth in my life, Conowingo Lake. We won a derby up there on smallmouth, and I think one largemouth in the bag. But I'd never chase smallmouth like I do with you, and that's just really cool because I love to throw a spinning rod. I mean, I love to slow down as much as I love to fish fast, as much as I love to throw a big bait. I'm a nut.
You do it all, man.
I try, but I think
do it all.
that's exciting. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. I mean, maybe I'm pretty good with a crankbait, but I really, really like it. So, and I love the team scene, man. I mean, it's really, really fun to me. So it's kind of cool being in the back. I can make a call or two. I'll introduce a bait, have a discussion. I just keep it easy. In the morning during the tournament, we got an early limit, and the flat-sided crankbait really helped us settle down because I think before 8 o'clock, we had a limit in the boat, and I think 4 of them came on the flat side. So I knew that wasn't going to mean much, obviously, but there are people that fish really. They become a big threat, when they get a limit in the boat because they fish super free, right? So
right. Yeah, once that happens, and there's a lot going on out there. I mean, I was out there last week a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of opportunities. I mean, I think right now, all the bait,
Yeah.
there's a lot of bait. So obviously the reaction, we call them cranking too.
Sure.
Like you did.
Yeah.
Is the water still slightly stained?
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, my biggest, like if I had more, I don't fish tournament, I don't know. I just haven't done much events there at all this year, but
right.
I'm learning a lot more every day out there. It's crazy. Like guys need to start looking at some of that offshore stuff more too.
I
Getting
agree.
away,
There were
away.
plenty of people offshore. There were probably 4
No,
boats that were in the middle of nowhere.
Getting away from the community holes and finding that deeper structure offshore.
Plenty of people doing
That's
that.
the key to winning on the Chesapeake consistently, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But it's been, like I said, I haven't fished a tournament there. I don't know if I even fished one this. Did we fish?
I say every tournament I won this year was in the dirt.
We did the Ike one.
We fished 3 in the dirt, and we won 3 in the dirt. Should have won 4 if I didn't lose 6 in the dirt, literally. Yeah, crazy, right? You can win both ways, man. So maybe you can win consistently offshore. I don't know, but that's for somebody to figure it out. But there are plenty of people that are now dialed in once they saw the Open and where the Open was won, right? I mean, it's
where
no secret,
was it? I haven't watched any of that stuff.
Right outside the no wake zone, man.
Like it always is.
Well, not on the community stuff. You think it's people using their electronics.
How Wellman did it in the Open 10 years ago.
Yeah, probably Wellman. Sure, man. There's a couple people that have won big events.
Do you know how much crap has been planted out there?
There's tons of people planting
you
stuff.
And I both know that.
They've been doing it for years, right? And yeah, I mean, you know how I feel about that. I mean, hey, man, my hat's off to the person that puts in the work, but I don't know, man. I'm conflicted inside because it's kind of like if I put the structure down and I know how to do it, you're putting it on a break. Now people can find it more easily, but back in the day, it was really tough to find. And I remember I was in a club, Skeeter Owners Club, and I came in second. And it was a tournament where everybody was going to go to their spot, and they had claimed it. And I said, F all you guys, I'm running south. So I ran all the way south. Nobody ran south. The entire club stayed above the Wilson Bridge and just below it. And I came in second. And Ed Riley's like, I had my limit in 15 minutes. And somebody piped up and said, oh, that's because you put structure under Blue Plains.
Right.
Like a 2x4 structure. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm glad you won, Ed. I said, are you proud? Are you proud of that win, that you knew the answers to the test before you took it? I didn't say cheated, but I'm like, that didn't seem too hard. You caught your limit for the win in 15 minutes on stuff you put down there. Did you put a ham hock down there too? So the craws would come? He was pissed at me, but I spoke my mind.
Yeah.
But I get it. But I always thought, and I'm the fool for thinking that, to go, I thought it was about using your electronics and your eyes and your knowledge of the water, whether it's wind, current on a tidal or tide, bait presentation, depth, clarity, depth, speed, cadence, lure selection, how you present the bait, all your setup to beat the competition, not to go out and plant a bunch of stuff and beat everybody because what you put in there, fish gang to.
Yeah.
And, we had it out a little bit, and this was in somebody's garage, and I'm the newbie in the club. I was rookie of the year that year, came in second to Ed Riley. And, if I didn't break off some key fish, and it was on structure, I found using my 2D, my rod, my reel, my crankbait to find, chunk rock, feel it, present the bait, reel a 7A down to depth, and knowing that if I hit and worm it and pull it into a boulder or bigger rock and I twitch it, the bait will turn around. And it was in this color, actually, my little rusty craw, and they'll throw it. And I anyway, man, so it got me kind of like thinking, like, what's the deal? But apparently a lot of people want a lot of money planting stuff. So, it's legal. There's nothing wrong with it. I just got a personal problem with it. I'd rather, again, use the electronics, my knowledge of the water, practice hard, go find natural cover. Maybe I'm finding somebody else's shit now.
Sure.
I wouldn't have known back then. So anyway, man, I get it. I get it. And people want to go plant stuff to catch fish. And, I see M. Jones sinking Christmas trees. And, again, I think that's pretty cool. But I get it, man. Yeah, Duke Nave for sure, man. All the variables on title. Still somebody say to know when to stay, when to go. And that's exactly right. Have multiple patterns going. It's tide and time for sure. And every day is different. And it just speaks to the complexity of bass fishing. So Riz made all the right calls, man. He's an Upper Bay hammer, no question.
He is. He's probably the best out there right now.
He's a stout dude. So I just felt good that the baits that I threw in practice gave us the clues.
Yeah, let's try to get him on. I know we reached out to him today. He was busy, but let's see if we can get him on the next couple of weeks. Next week, we do have the VIP members only for Monday, and then there's still talk about that auction at some point as well. So
all right, that's cool, man.
We're gonna try to make this a quick one tonight, guys. I do want to do should we do a giveaway tonight?
Well, yeah, go ahead. What's new at the Bass Lab? Thanks for asking.
I was getting to that. See, you always
it's par for the course. It would be funny if we didn't do it that way. All right.
Let me talk about the giveaway first.
Yeah. Anyway, man, for sure, man.
You guys
Thanks,
know
Mr.
the drill.
Gambit.
Super chats. I don't have the. One of these days, I'm going to go through here and organize all this. So on the right side of my screen, there's notes from like wherever. Look, like everything I push, right? Look it's all there.
Oh, that's nice. You're set up.
Yeah, but I can't. There, rise and glide. Speaking of that, guys, so listen, we got a huge giveaway. It's the super chats. So if you donate $1, every super chat counts as an entry. And so we're going to give away a Monster Bass bag. It's got a lot of very cool items in it. I'll go through a few. Big bite baits. I think there's a bunch of tackle in this bag here. I can't even. The scatter shad. You ever throw that yet?
I have not.
No.
It's a must-have bait. Crazy. I'd like to see how it works. Look at that crazy looking bait.
So there's a bunch of stuff in here, guys, in this bag. And not only, we're also giving away a t-shirt here. There you go.
What you doing getting in my river rat game, man?
River rat with the MB on the back. Huh?
Monster bass. Ah, yeah, very nice.
And then We got a Mercury hat going in the giveaway.
There you go. Nice.
And I'm going to throw in a another performance shirt. This is by Transducer Shield and Saver. You guys know I run those on my boat, so we're going to throw that in there as well. And I'm going to try to find.
What size are those shirts, man? Just so people know what they're giving away.
Probably an XL. Let me look.
Okay. Just checking.
2XL on the River Rats, but
oh, okay. There you
that'll
go.
shrink
Big boy
up.
shirt, man. Yeah.
That'll shrink up. And I'm just trying to figure out how to do that super chat. I don't know how, like, you have to make some sort of an account. Like, if you go into YouTube and figure it out, I should know this. I don't. But it allows you to do the super chat. Here we go.
There it is.
There.
Nice. Nice.
Cool. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna give that away tonight. Eric, what's new at the Bass Lab?
Nice, man. TK got me some fresh paint, man. I'm gonna be putting these up on the site. They're not balsa, but these are OG Series 4s and the Rusty Crawl.
Already,
dude. That Rusty Crawl right there.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
That color,
gorgeous.
has caught me so many big fish in the spring. And then for you June bug lovers, man, don't sleep on it. This bait has a low tone rattle, low tone knock, and a high pitch BB. That's one of the reasons I like it. Tracks true and straight, and you can wind on it, man. It's great for that like 8 to 10 foot zone. So pre-spawn, post-spawn, and then fall when it gets cold, get it down.
Heck yeah,
got it. Yep. South Jersey, you see it. What up? Yeah, man. Fishing the Southeast knows, man. The OG Series 4, man. Fun friggin' tastic. I won't have many, but I'll put up exactly what I got. I'm gonna probably keep 3 each for myself, of course. That's what I got, man. And then I'm gonna be restocking.
I wouldn't mind getting one.
But... Okay, no, I'll save you a few. The River Rat spinner baits. I think Gary at 9K Elite's gonna be making some of those. He's got another order that I put in because I know I'm out of stock in a bunch of stuff. So I'm trying to get it stocked up. So. Yeah, man, I might do a 9K Elite takeover box or something like that, just with the swim jigs and the River Ride spinner bait. So it seems to be a popular item people like, and the Mad Hatter, the Chatter, the Hard Thumper. So yeah, Neil Bone, man, I've been painting this pattern for a while, but TK, everything he does, he takes it to the next level, man. That's my rusty chronotator, but there's something about a school bus yellow crank that just gets the work done, man. I don't know why, but I've caught a lot of big fish on it over the years. In many, many different series of crankbaits, and nobody paints it the way I want it. So TK does. My original ones were Sally Hansen. I freaking cracked one I painted. I was geared up for the tournament. And I cracked one I painted. I was putting it on. The lip had a crack in it, man. I squeezed my little lure wrap over, and I heard this crack, and I'm like crying because I caught a bunch of fish on that.
Really?
No, man. Now you can get a lip replacement, but it sucks that especially a bait that's tuned up, that gets bit. So that hurts, man.
So comments are flying in here.
I know, dude. Are you watching? I can't.
If you had to pick one bait for 45-degree water temp for bass, what would it be?
Boy, that's a tough one. Either
for 45. I'm gonna say it's gotta be metal for me.
Well, that's not a crankbait.
I don't think he's asking crankbait.
Oh, I thought he said crankbait. Okay.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, okay. So blade bait, sure. But if I want to wind on them and not get snagged on shit all day long and snag a bunch of bass in the ass and maybe have them eat it, I'm going to throw a Shad wrap that's weighted.
Only on the Chesapeake where you snag them like that.
Oh, is that true?
Well, okay. I mean, that's the only place I can see. I can't.
Where else have you thrown a blade bait for largemouth?
I'm just saying, I spent last
No, I'm not talking about smallmouth.
Okay.
Yeah, for smallmouth. I'm talking about largemouth. Where else have you blade bait fished for largemouth? I'll give you a minute.
Places.
Right.
Not too many places.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what species he's talking about, but yeah, if it's smallmouth, throw the blade.
I got to go to Hudsonville, Michigan.
Pick up that boat, man.
Nah, I got to get a trailer.
Gotcha. What's that for?
Hauling shit.
You're just the
Everybody
money.
needs a trailer.
The money is flying out the door, man. Man, dude, that's crazy. 603 bass on the stream. What up? What's a good bait
Everybody's
for
in here.
tidewater in spring on the James River, man? I think any little flat side like this, bro. That kind of shape and profile. You know, Marty Burns' little SB1. It's a bad little bitch for sure. Yep. Mutt peanut style. Mm-hmm. Yep. Can't go wrong.
Well,
hey,
you
Steve
were
Hardy, right on, bro. Steve Hardy's got it. Heck yeah, man. Brian Wisniewski said it sounds like a money pit. Oh, good night. Good night. You know, David, I haven't thrown any of the Shimano Flash Boost yet, but looks cool. I'm a big fan of, like, you know, putting like Flashaboo in a skirt of a bait that's a moving bait, and it's kind of cool that it flickers. You know, I think it might help. I love a foiled bait, you know, in the fall. I don't know if you guys can see that foil, but that's a silver foil side because, you know, bait fish, it kind of, you know, gives them that flash. It's what they see in nature, right? Yep.
Yes.
Nice,
well,
Alex.
While you were playing on the Chesapeake, I was up north.
Tell me about that. The first day looked amazing, man. When I saw the picture of it on your story, I was sick to my stomach going, another day that's sunny, flat, calm, and hopefully you just whack their ass again.
It was super cold, though. So I left here at about 9 o'clock that night, and I stopped at I slept behind Fat Nancy's there.
I got a gift certificate at Fat Nancy's that I got to use.
Probably around 1 in the morning.
Nice.
And I don't keep my truck running at night. Let me know in the comments if you can. Like
you would be worried about dying?
Can you get carbon monoxide if your truck's outside running?
I don't think so, man.
I don't think so either. Anyways, you know, I'm not in that situation a lot, but frick, dude, it was like 25 degrees that night. And within a half hour, we're shutting the truck off, even though you're blasting the heat for like 10 minutes prior to knowing you're going to shut this thing off and go to bed. So it's super hot in there and you can fall asleep. But then you literally wake up an hour and a half later and you can see your breath, right?
Right.
And it's like, oh my God. So I started the truck again. And then
you could smell it?
No.
Oh.
No, it was just cold.
This is for you, Brendan Andrews. I tied a mega flash boo chatterbait.
All right, so you can't die. Can't die outside, bud.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Unless you got an exhaust leak. I probably do. So the other day, my heater actually stopped working.
What?
Yeah, the fans work, but I had no heat.
Damn.
And so guess what? That's going to be another $1,000 bill at the Ford dealership here.
Oh, jeez.
Next week, I'm sure.
Well, you might as well put the Denali on the list. I mean, just go all in, man. Like if you added up everything you needed, the airboat, the trailer, the Denali, the Lund, the drift boat, what's the total wish list package?
Oh, we're not going there again because we tried. And it was a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
You're right. Check your radiator fluid. Get a -40 sleeping bag. 0 degree sleeping bag. What year's your truck?
2017. Powerball
is a good move. Blow the heater core out with air. Typical Ford. Yep.
Anyways.
Yep. Yeah, why Ford and not a Tundra, bro? Back in the day.
I always thought Tundra's we went through this again, the fuel thing.
Oh. I got you.
I'm looking into it.
No, fair, man. I fully understand. I get it. You do your research. I know you researched it. You never do any purchase without a research.
I really want to run this truck for a very long time until I can't.
That's not a bad thing. Brendan Andrews wants to see that chatterbait. So this is the Mega Flash chatterbait. It's a jackhammer. Well, it's the one with the clear blade. I threw a little silicone in it too, so It's wacky, man.
I'll
Wacky.
tell you what, guys, I will never buy another Ford.
That thing would like throw off so much flash. It would be
That is
geeked out.
nice. That is pretty nice.
I know, right? Would you think it would
Yeah.
work? This is the one I caught a bunch on that I retired.
I really like that.
So this bait, this is for you, Brendan Andrews, too. Look, I loaded it up with that. And I love a bleeding skirt, which I tie on my spinner baits.
Mhm.
And this is a Phoenix vibrator. You probably know that. And I put, you know what that is? That's a zonker strip. And then I palmered some rabbit around the middle because I wanted just the through body look. And I got to tell you, and it's got that little Mylar tape on the blade. That little joker right there on the upper bay, dude, in furnace. I went to work on some fish during the perch run. What I was going for was a white perch. So, but this tail, I don't care what trailer you're throwing. I don't care what piece of plastic you put on the end. There's nothing that looks like a zonker strip on the back of a chatterbait. It would blow your mind how natural and how cool it looks. Anyway, yeah. So I was scared I was going to lose it, so I retired it, and then I never tied another one like it. But maybe I can team up with Brian's Custom Tackle, man, and bring this back because this was dynamite. The only downside to a bait like this, you know, and look, I use a bunch of plastic trailers and I've caught tons of fish using plastic. So, you know, is this any better? I don't know, but this is what I love to do in the Bass Lab. Maybe I'll team up with him, but you got to take care of it because, you know, obviously this holds water. So it's kind of like when you got to dry it out. You got to find a way to dry this.
If I send you some heads, do you have some time maybe to tie me up 2 or 3?
Yeah, JP, nobody else has thrown a zonker in Furnace Bay. And that's the whole point, JP. I'll come behind you with a bait that I do a little bit differently than you do. That'll be a different action. And, you know, I've got too many examples of
those fish are disturbed already, bud. They're tired. They're worried. They're scarred.
Exactly.
They're
exactly.
shut down.
So I think the finesse stuff. So JP, I'll give you an example in Furnace Bay. The first time I ever threw an Imakatsu Magula moth chatter, I was with Pete Gluzik on the upper bay. He was throwing a regular chatterbait. He caught 0. This is Pete Gluzik from the Bass University, and he'll tell you the story too. And he couldn't catch them. I caught fish all day, and he couldn't take it anymore. At Carpenter's Point, he said, "Give me your rod." And we went another 150 yards, and he caught 2 over 3. I also did the same thing with my buddy Johnny Ingram in a tournament with a lot of tournament boats in Furnace Bay post spawn. And I was throwing the Imakatsu Waddle Bat. And he's throwing his trusty -1. And I absolutely scorched him. He caught no fish on the -1, and they wouldn't even stay off it. I gave him another Waddle Bats, and he started catching them too. So, and you know how much I love the -1. So I can tell you this much, man, action and different baits with different profiles and different flash, they matter. In my mind, that's me, though. It might not be you, JP, so I respect it, but that's my perspective. That's it. What else, man? What'd you look at? You got all flustered again. You look at your phone. You're not even looking at the chat. You could be talking to people.
This guy texts me back. The door opening height for that trailer is 7'1". 7'1" door opening, 7'6" interior. I think that's tall enough for a like a side by side, a Polaris Ranger or something. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, I talked to my parents already today. If I buy the trailer, I can drop it off at their house, and they're gonna build some interior shelves and cabinets for me, and put some lighting in it.
Wow, nice.
And then I'm gonna send them that new otter sled, the size large otter sled, and I'm gonna have them customize it so I can put my buckets in there and all my equipment, and they're gonna put a little flip storage compartment in there. It's big ice fishing sled, Eric.
Yeah.
And they're gonna customize it so shit's just not piled in there, falling all over the place. Like there'll be a hole for a 5-gallon bucket to keep it in place, you know, stuff like that.
I like it.
Yeah, so they're gonna help me with that. So I'm pumped about that.
M. Jones says, "Get a ShamWow for drying that zonker." That's a good idea. I got to tie some more of those, man. They were crazy, especially when your jackhammer gets all screwed up. Why not just do something different with it? I don't know. It's fun, man. All of this excites Kuda. Kuda, you're excited, bro. Brandon Huberson says he's sure you can swing it with all the money you got stocked up in FTX.
What's FTX?
I think it's the crypto exchange that just went bankrupt.
What is that?
I don't trade in crypto, but you might want to read up on it.
FTX.
I think that's what's pushing down crypto right now. Not to say it can't come back. How's your crypto doing? You don't look. I hope it wasn't an FTX.
No, it wasn't.
Oh my God. Damn, Travis just sold a 25-foot enclosed trailer last week. Gave it all away for $4K, and all it was needed was tires. M. Jones.
Really?
Damn.
South
Jersey, that's a good idea. Puts his bucktails and jigs in front of a fan. Nice. I like that. Make sure you got a fan in that trailer. You can put your bucktails and jigs in front of it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. FTX small coin crypto scam. We started here we go now. I've done it now. I shouldn't have read that comment.
I'm good. I checked. So
okay, good.
All right. Guys, listen. So we only had 1, 2, 3. We got 4 people so far.
Came with a free Honda generator too, Travis. The trailer.
Yeah.
Isn't that worth like $1,500?
Yes. And the super chat, we got all these goodies going out. There's only 5 people. Better odds then.
Four people. They are better odds. Odds. Did I say ads? I meant to say odds.
Anyway, so back to my story. I go up there. I'm sleeping. It's cold. Yep. I wake up. It's 5 in the morning.
We forgot to wrap it up.
Yeah. And so I head up there, and I'm telling you right now, dude, like, I'm not sponsored by them. I mean, I'm possibly working out a deal, but Striker has some amazing warm clothes. And so I bundled up in that.
Oh, yeah.
Except the last 2 times I've been upstate New York, and I bought a bunch of different gloves from Striker, and I lost one pair, at least one glove every trip so far.
Yeah.
I like take it off and then put it right here, thinking I'm only going to go 100 yards and then maybe make a weird decision and I look back and my gloves are gone. So,
oh man, that sucks.
It happened to 2 different pairs.
Oh no, bro.
Yeah.
I hate when stuff blows. That one time, one of my favorite, like, not super cold weather fishing gloves. I was with Scooter, and the console, the middle thing, it kind of blew up because I didn't lock it with the wind, and one of the gloves flew out, and I'm like, shit. And they don't make them anymore. They're out of stock, man. I love those gloves, dude. I've got some Striker gear. I bought it a long time ago before you got into Striker. Yeah. I've got like what do they call it? It's like a 3/4 zip. I forget. It has a really cool name to it. And I bought a really warm jacket from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get one of the rain suits, the lightweight one. When can we order that for me? And no, I'm not buying your used one, so don't try.
Soon. In fact, I'm honestly, they've reached out to me. We've been in discussion for a while. And, I just got busy, and I'm going to try to circle back here in the next week or 2 or 3.
Oh, good. Good. So you're going to try to step up your relationship?
Yes. Cause I am so pumped, and just everything I've worn so far. And I know guys are asking here in the comments, I'm trying to think what it's called. I can find out if you're interested. I mean, let me just look real quick. If people got questions, we will find the answer.
Yeah, definitely.
Brands. Let's see.
Hey, I still got my hatchet from Halloween. How about those guys that came on, man, with the record smallmouth? That's crazy, dude.
I know last week.
I-
So,
he held
guys,
up the Cardinal 4. I held up a Cardinal 4.
I
That's
know.
nuts, man.
Destiny. The adrenaline
Truly.
rain gear
Is that the lightweight one?
Is a lightweight one that I wear
Okay.
during the summer, which is amazing.
Right.
And then because I loved it so much, I went with the Denali
Okay.
insulated rain jacket and pants.
And are you impressed?
Unreal.
Okay. Is it bulky?
No,
Really?
but it's also not. Doesn't seem like, I'm sure it is. It doesn't seem like that waterproof type of material either. Feels
It's not
just
crinkly.
like
It's
no,
not crinkly.
because I'm so used to that neoprene stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
Well, the neoprene is really soft, but it feels a little bit more bulky.
Yeah, I got cold in that a little bit here and there, especially in the
interesting.
rain. Especially in the rain.
Okay.
Anyways,
Gotcha.
I went with their boots as well, and their boots are, and you know how I love a tall boot, waterproof tall.
Oh
boot.
yeah, man.
Thing is incredible. And then all three of their gloves, I have just a straight mitten. I'm gonna do a video about this at some point because I think I have my gear
Dialed in
when it comes to cold weather. So
I
when
think
you're
that would
running,
be an absolute great video, dude.
when you're
People
running to another spot, I love to just throw on a big pair of mittens, and they make a great pair that's super warm. And then I have a hard time fishing in gloves, so they also make a glove / mitten / you can pull your fingers out of it too. It's like, I think it's called the crossover or something.
Okay.
And that's been great. And then the last glove I just lost from them, so I wore it for one day, and one of my pairs blew out of the boat. And I'm going to find it right now. It's called the Stealth Glove. It's a waterproof glove.
Yeah.
That is pretty lightweight, but it's a good all around if you're just out in the cold type of glove.
Does it have a grip on the palm?
Yes.
For you? Okay. Yep. Not too thick. Can you fish in it?
Yeah, absolutely could. I won't because I just can't.
I understand.
I don't.
Do any of the gloves have like where they have the finger hole?
Those don't, but they do have those. I have some of those. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Slumpy Grubby says he needs to find a place to try them on for fit. Are there any?
And then while we're at it, because I want to make a video, I probably want to work with these guys in the future and perhaps get them on the show. I'm just going to tell you a couple other quick things that I've been super impressed with. So even though I have the Denali jacket, the last couple days up there, it was only in the 40s. It wasn't like 20s and 30s, right? So I purchased the Renegade pullover, which is it's just a really nice top, and then you can wear your whatever bibs you want. That thing was crazy, dude. Crazy. Like, it's legit. It's a legit, and I'm very picky. If this shit wasn't right, I wouldn't.
Oh
be
yeah,
wearing
no,
it.
I know you're picky.
Like,
no, I know you're picky, man.
Yeah, I'm really happy that I found them because it's always a challenge out there, you know.
And how does that that lightweight suit hold up? You've had it for how many seasons? Now I see that you're wearing a black one. So
yes, I have a black one. I also have that camouflage, the camouflage one. I will tell you, and maybe it's because I fish 250 days a year. It does get a little sun fade.
Well, that's the test.
Yeah.
No, I don't care about sun fade. That's fashion. But let's talk about, do the seams hold up? Does it?
It's still waterproof.
Does it stay waterproof? That's the most important. Have you washed it yet?
I'm just saying I've had that for 2 years, and I pretty much wear that bib every morning, even in the summer. You know, when you're leaving at 6 a.m., it's still, I just something I do. I'm always wearing a bib.
Somebody said, put it up on the screen, man. We're going to put it up on the screen.
Put what up on the screen?
You were going to put something up on the screen, bro.
I don't even
the
remember.
Gloves. Yeah.
I don't know. I was just
M. Jones says everything Striker makes has been top notch, better than Sims in his opinion. Cool. Good. Man.
Yeah, I agree. But
right there you go, M. Jones. Thank you. Cold weather. Okay. Ken wants to know, shopping for a new set of cold weather rain gear, something for 40 to 45 Fahrenheit and below. So, I mean, would you recommend the ice, the Striker? What is it called?
So I called them about
adrenaline insulated.
Well, they also make ice fishing suits. And they said to me that the nollie would be my best option if I'm out there in the water getting sprayed.
Right.
But if you're ice fishing, there's actually a better suit option out there, which I have not purchased yet, but that'll be my next big purchase because obviously I'm going to start doing a lot of ice fishing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Anyways, so where were we? I'm throwing my striker gear on. I got the boots. I'm ready to go. I get out there. It is fairly calm in the morning. I immediately pick up my Cotton Cordell gold half-ounce spoon. I get over a pot of them, and I start wrecking them. I literally had like 25 pounds in like 15 minutes, right?
Yep.
So I'm like, shit, this is pretty amazing. And then I got a phone call from JP or something, and then it just hit me. I'm like, I should go on Instagram Live real quick. So I jumped on Instagram, and of course, I couldn't catch a fish for like half hour while I was live. That's the way it goes. But
right.
It was an unusual day after that. I had a hard time finding any big ones. Caught a lot of fish. Lost my favorite blade bait. Experimented with a few others.
Have you tried the Fish Lab one?
Yep. I threw it quite a bit. It was good. They had a black one in the 1/4 ounce, straight black, and then I threw a 1/2 ounce chartreuse.
That's a Fish Lab, the guppy, and it's got a fat belly on it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying Fish Sense.
No, Fish Sense is that's the Binsky. Yeah, this is the Fish Lab.
I threw Binsky's.
Yeah, Binsky's I love.
Yeah.
That's a fish catching machine. Steve's a good guy too, man. His colors are cool. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Jack B says, any suggestions on gloves for wet, cold, and still have feeling?
Probably that one that I lost.
What's it called? Which one?
I'll go back to it. We're going to probably bring those guys on here, but the Stealth Glove.
All right, the Stealth Glove.
That would work. But if you want to have your hands, your fingers free, the Climate crossover mitts. I try not to wear gloves if I don't have to. I do running. Like when I'm done fishing, I'm going to put those mittens on, because my hands are cold. Don't get me wrong. There you go.
Cornell from YouTube Fishing Viz wants to know, have you ever fished the All-American?
No.
No, Travis has not.
The closest I got was maybe the James River Regional.
Yep. The one we practiced for?
Yeah.
Together?
I don't know if we did that one. I think we did that the year.
I just know we fished one. I don't know if it was the one
on the James.
Well, it was a James River tournament, and we fished.
You didn't come to the James with me.
I stayed at the house with you guys. It was the year that the gas was.
Oh, that was the Bass Open.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, where were we? Anyway, so I get out there, do a variety of different things. I got a big bucktail 1/2 ounce jig. I'm catching them on. I'm catching them on a Shiver minnows, drop shots, little Rapala, jerk bait, just all kinds of stuff.
Basically caught them any way you wanted.
Not anyway. It wasn't.
Oh, what was the best way?
Shiver minnow.
Shiver minnow.
But gliding it.
What's a shiver minnow?
So it's a walleye thing.
Never heard of it.
Wasn't going to talk about it.
Oops. Save that for a VIP.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Don't be shivering in the cold, not catching anything. Join the VIP stream and find out all about the shiver minnow.
We'll talk about it next week a little bit more detail if you guys want to know.
Is that on the is that a VIP?
Yeah.
Shiver me timbers.
I'll tell you what though, it ain't. It's just it's also the way you retrieve it.
Well, yeah. I mean, isn't it always about depth, speed, cadence, right? I mean, it's everything with every bait, I think. I mean, there's certain days you can just whine and catch them. You know.
Got it. All right. So, anyways, the wind kicked up later in the afternoon. I fished till dark that day. There was fish everywhere. It was just, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. So the next day, I think it was blowing, so I decided to go check out the Steelhead deal, and there was very little water. I hiked. I probably walked a good 5 to 6 miles that day, and
Wow.
I found a group of fish. There was like a dozen steelhead, 5 or 6 salmon.
Hey, you're telling about the Steelers. You couldn't catch them.
Couldn't catch them, man. They were some big ones.
You were looking at them though.
But the water was, there was no.
How close were you to them? Like when you're looking at them?
10 feet.
Oh my God, that's crazy. And they're just, did you have to, like, did they see you? Were they just not, did they react to anything, or did they like move as soon as you tossed
I creep over the edge of that stream.
Yeah.
And I saw them, and I'm like, damn, look at that big ass fish just sitting there. For a second, I thought it was a largemouth. I know it's weird, but they had no silver, and they actually kind of, from looking down on them, it reminded it looked like a big spotted bass actually. But I was like, I knew it wasn't, so I was like, okay, those are what we need to figure out. And I got behind this log, and now I'm just learning so much that I'm gonna have to learn. Like, there was branches everywhere. I'm on a bluff, looking at them, right? I got a 10-foot freaking rod in my hand.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm not. I felt like one of my clients. You know what I mean? I was getting that bitch stuck in the trees.
Yeah.
It was getting stuck on stuff. Like, I couldn't make a good pitch really at times. It got really frustrating. And then every time that float would hit the water, even those fish would scoop. Now there was no current.
So here's a question for you.
Yeah.
The way I caught fish in a very shallow pool, there were trout. There's this one beat on the Catoctin Mountain. It's a little stream that runs through there. Everybody fished for these trout because right off the road. You could see them. They're in about 2 foot of water. It's gin clear. I had to walk upstream and present the fly upstream. So there was nothing coming over their head. They never heard the float go in the water. I let the float in, and I'd snake the line so it was fly first presentation.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would have worked.
Sure. If I was in a different position, there was no way I could.
You couldn't get above them?
I couldn't way above them. No, there was.
Well, if you had a fly rod, could you catch them?
No, dude. You had to be there at this particular spot. It was.
So you couldn't get in the stream?
Not from that angle.
No, above them.
Maybe.
Okay.
I honestly, when I first came upon that group, that was within the first quarter of a mile. Wow. And by the way, after I got untangled in the tree and then broke off, I realized I left all my freaking hooks in the truck. So I had to walk all the way back.
After all that organization.
I know.
You didn't have your mini pack?
No.
Because you had a mini pack of sinkers and hooks ready to go.
So I
thought I left excited
here after the show.
You were excited. Like, you're so excited to get out there. I get it, man. I've done the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
Trout fishing, you know. I lost a box of flies trout fishing one time that I hand tied all of them. It was a small little box, man. And it was on Big Hunting Creek, JP.
Oh, man.
I caught some beautiful brookies that were tipped out, man. Have you ever seen a brook trout tipped out in the spring? Mm-mm. Holy hell, they're so beautiful, dude. Oh my God, they're beautiful, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
big hunting, little hunting.
So I just kept moving on and literally didn't find much after that. And so I get back and I called Brooks right from Cortland, and he's like, dude, the water just there ain't enough water in there right now.
Okay. It's not a lot of flow. Hey, who's new tonight, man? I feel like I'm seeing some.
There's a lot of new comments here.
I really feel like I'm seeing some new people, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Whoa, fat,
more than I've ever seen.
Fishing. Me too, man. I'm so if you're new, sound off tonight, please.
There you go.
Yeah, and smash that like button, man, and share. Somebody reminded everybody to smash the like. You got 41, so 173, 41 likes. It's more than we generally.
Back to my story. So I called Brooks. He's like, dude, it's going to rain the next day, and it's going to rain hard, and he's telling me these fish are just going to come in. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I'm ready. But the next day the weather was okay. So I went to this big group of fish, smallmouth that I had deep on Lake Ontario. And remember that school I talked to you about a month ago? I said there was thousands
Yeah.
and I couldn't get them to bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I still went there and I could not get them to bite.
Stop lying, dude. Did you try the 3-pound test?
No.
Damn you.
No.
Why not?
I wasn't in the mood. I got there.
What does that even mean?
I set my
It's
video
just
cameras up. I was ready. I think I caught one on a spoon, like almost my first pitch. And I'm like, all right, this is going to be a good day here. And I saw them. I saw plenty. Couldn't get them. And then I'm like, screw it. I'm going to leave these alone. And I'm just going to go on the trolling motor this way in an area I've never fished before.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, within 200 yards, I came upon another good group of fish. And the only good thing about that day is I found a really cool boulder that's going to hold them in the future. But I could not get those suckers to bite.
Man.
I'm Ned rigging now.
But honestly, wouldn't that have been a great experiment to go, okay, 8-pound test, can't get them to bite, drop down to 3, just like you had that same experience before in a school of fish.
Maybe.
Yeah. And that's video gold right there.
But instead, I tried a lot of different baits and presentations as well.
But wouldn't it be amazing if you went back and you said, I'm just going to downsize my line to just try it? Why not? 2.9 or whatever you have in your Cortland tippet that you bring, that's fly rod stuff. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, it's open water. Sure, you're going to probably break one off, but I mean, as long as you have your drag set right, there's nowhere for that fish to go. And you don't want to catch a bunch of fish like that. I'm not saying it's tournament, but it certainly is interesting to see.
Yeah.
Does it make a difference? That's the perfect experiment.
And
like just go through the rotation.
Anyway, so I was running late. So I get back. I had to look at a house that afternoon. I went there. I looked at the house. It wasn't what I thought. It wasn't even done yet. It was kind of mid-construction home.
But new.
The price tag was way up there.
How much was it? Tell me.
For that house, it was $345, and that was not the right.
Okay.
That ain't a $345 house at all.
Okay.
Okay.
And the other house you were looking at that you showed me that wasn't new was in the what?
Oh, that green one that I was going to buy. They wanted $325. I went at $285. And they yeah.
They're just like, take a hike.
It was just a normal house in the subdivision with it did.
For how much?
$325, I believe. Oh, they wanted $335. Sold for $325.
Okay, gotcha. So, well, you couldn't get it for what you wanted anyway. So
that's right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not meant to be.
Anyway, so the house didn't work, and now I'm getting really mad because I'm like, God, I was hoping that was going to be the one. Because it said big garage right in the ad. I go to my realtor. I'm like, this ain't no big garage. I don't know what you guys are what they're talking about. This is not a big garage. And this is the first time she actually saw my boat. You know what I mean? Because I came from fishing straight to the house with her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you see that out there? That thing and another boat and a bunch of other trailers and all this shit needs to fit into some garages here. So we need to make this work. Anyways.
Dang.
Then she goes, well, might have a house that you may be interested in. I said, really? She goes, yeah, it's got 4-car garage. So anyways, real quick, before I get into that, I want to talk about how I went back to the streams the next day because it was windy again.
Yep.
And so I basically went to every stream from, say, the mouth of the St. Lawrence all the way to almost Oswego. Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick, just looking at access points, public land, putting my waders on, walking down, checking it out. Because at that time we had the rain that night before and it was rolling. Right. And so I wasn't going to learn anything really. Although I brought my rod and stuff. And again, I learned how frustrated I'm going to be for a while until I get the rhythm correct. It's not easy, Eric, bringing a 10-foot rod through the woods.
Dude, I fly fished a lot on streams.
Yeah.
I know all about it.
Do you break it down when you're carrying it? Or
hell no, I just carry it backwards.
Yeah. I had it up in the air sometimes.
No, dude, I carry it backwards. You carry it backwards. You wrap the guy, like you do, like I pro
Yeah,
wrap, right? And then you carry it behind you.
Yeah.
I don't point my rod forward and try to navigate through brush or hold it up high with the tip facing forward. It's backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
Yeah.
It's way
Yeah.
easier if you have it wrapped around the guides.
I hear you.
You know
I
what I'm
hear
saying?
you.
Try that next time.
Yeah.
I think you'll have an easier time.
So, anyways, that was my whole deal. And then I found a really cool stream that I love. It's gorgeous. I went
Yeah.
on a walking trail that was legal. I looked at the maps. I checked it out. I went back into the wilderness, good mile back, and I found some cool spots. I'll be able to hopefully learn a little bit more. And so then I had to run and check out this house. I want to share this with you guys because I took a quick video. I want to know everyone's thoughts because remember, this is just a temporary place before I can build. So I want to build a huge, you guys know, a pole building house with a huge ass shop, and we have to find property for that. And so I
Yeah.
need something, and temporary maybe 4 years, Eric. It could be
Yeah.
2 years. It could be 4 years. I don't know. I'm not buying just any land. Like the perfect spot has to show up. And so I did place an offer on this house yesterday, and we're waiting to hear back. So let's see what everyone's thoughts are on this place. It's got a little bit of work. It's going to need a little bit of work here. All right, you ready?
Yeah, man. Take us on the tour.
All right, so here we are walking up the steps.
I dig it.
It's got a nice open concept.
Yeah, very nice.
It's got a nice little sunroom.
Look at that. Set up for the children's. I mean, as if it was built for you.
It's got you go through here. This is to be a mud room. I'd redo this room. It's too cluttered. I would take this and build it a mud room. They have an office here. This is their office right now, but this is going to be more of a big mud room area.
Yeah.
Now, here's the cool part. Let's go out into the garage, shall we?
Shall we? Somebody says it has a Jeffrey Dahmer vibe.
So if you go up those steps right there, that's actually more. That's a big storage.
Yeah. That's
so
what
obviously,
I'm talking about.
I would have to drywall. I would have to insulate. I would have to do a lot here to make this my shop.
Studio shop, sure.
But you can fit 4 cars in this garage. It's 40 feet deep.
It's a pretty big garage.
Which is nice. So I'm digging that. Now look, right here is going to be a wall, and this will be a little filming studio right here.
Perfect.
And then I can go, this door goes outside, this other door goes outside, and then there's also a way downstairs through that.
Oh, nice.
So picture that all walled, framed.
Yeah.
That's
legit.
Yeah. Okay. So anyways.
Yeah, dude. What's the basement look like?
We'll get to that. Hold on. So there's the storage upstairs.
Okay. Got it. Yep.
Like there needs to be some work out here. This house is not old. It's a 2015 build. Why they didn't finish it all the way, I don't know.
Yep.
All right. So then
somebody wants to know how you're going to bust up that concrete to put your boat down into the ground so you can.
That's the new build. I'm not busting that.
Oh, right. Just checking.
Okay. Let's go to. All right, we're going back into the house.
What's the asking price?
Way more than it's worth, bud.
How much?
$375.
Oh, is that the agent?
Yeah. So obviously, I don't know. So obviously, as you walk into
would you just call her Captain?
Yeah. So right now they're using this for so this would be a workout room right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, obviously, I'm repainting it. I'm fixing this. It's just going to be a nice room at some point.
Sure. What are they making down there? Candles?
Candles. Yeah.
How did I know?
I don't know, bud.
Neither do I, bro.
So right here, picture this. So see that door? That's where it comes from the basement. So where we're going to be doing these podcasts would be right here. I'm going to make this my office, carpet, walls, shelving. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. You got it. And then
I'm with you, man. I see it.
Yep. Then you go in this other room here. This is utility room.
Yeah.
You walk in this room. Now, I'm not going to change this section. There's a kitchen in here.
Okay.
I'm not going to change it, but I don't think we'd be using.
That's
but
where they cook the meth right now.
Yeah. So, and then there's living space. I mean, I don't know who painted that ugly ass wall.
Holy shit, that'd give me a seizure.
I'm gonna
if I
have
kept
a
looking
lot
at
of.
Lana.
It's gonna take a lot of time here, to
Yeah.
get this thing fixed up.
I mean, I don't mind sleeping down there a little bit, but you know.
Well, you
not
got
for
your
long.
own room right here.
Whoa,
bud.
go back. Was that a hairdryer?
I don't know. So look it. You get this little room.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where
I
you'll
see
be
that.
staying.
No, I'll be staying in front of that TV on that couch, falling
Right.
asleep. Oh, hell yeah. I'll be cooking some shit at night, man, like jumbo.
I know. All right, so now we're back into the garage.
Edible room.
Now let me show you another cool feature of this house.
Grad 84 says you could work out your peg legs in there, man.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at this around inside the house, bro. You ready?
Dude, tell me there's a pond.
No, another building.
What?
That one is 27 feet long.
So how far, or where is this compared to like?
It's very close to the zone I need to be in.
Okay, gotcha. How far to Ontario where there's a ramp?
So I'm a half hour from Clayton. I'm a half hour from Chamois. I'm a half hour from, yeah, I'm 40 minutes to Kate.
St. Vincent.
Yeah, but I'm fine.
That's perfect.
Obviously,
that
I need
gives you a lot of access to everything, man.
So obviously, if I want to fix this up, this is gonna be cold storage probably. You know, I don't want to dump a whole lot of money in it, but unless I'm gonna be there longer.
No, dude, you can. I mean, that's if you get a 4-wheeler,
that'll be cold storage. Like I'm not gonna insulate that or put drywall up just yet. But it's nice to have it all the elements.
Yeah.
But I would definitely want to get the driveway, you know, fixed. Just gravel right now.
Well,
I mean, it needs,
dude. For now, it works, bro.
It needs some work, but it's also perfect for the storage.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And nobody died in the house. I mean, it's a go.
That's good. Nobody died yet. That's awesome.
All right.
That's awesome, man.
All right, there you go.
That's really good.
So we'll see.
I think that'd be I hope you get it, bro. I hope you do. I know you're offering low. Hopefully it works out in your favor, man. I'd love to see you at least get your start up there and have a place that, you know, you could do something with, and however long it takes you to get to your dream home, build it, whatever, find the right place. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad at all, bro. Not bad at all. Sounds like a great area, especially where you need to be, man. Good stuff. Crossing my fingers for you.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay, so what else we got?
Man, that's it, man. We gave a little teaser on the Upper Bay, 2481. I'll take it. When are we going to win a tournament?
We don't fish ever, man.
That's goals. We got to have a goal to win one somewhere, somehow, some way. Maybe the next SmallmouthCrush Open. What do you think?
Yeah.
We could do it. I know what I'm going to be throwing. Get the whole plan worked out in my head.
Do you?
I do. Plus, when you're up there, man, I think it could be hard to beat. You'll be so dialed, it's going to be silly. And I'll just show up and we'll win. Nah, man, it'll be fun, man. Tag me and Coach. I'll join you for a derb. Just say when and where. 603 Bass. I'm coming your way to fish, man. I got the Legendary Lakes Tour, man. Let me know when I'm coming up. We're going to do a little show. You know how to film. I got to go up north and head down south. So let's talk about it, man. I haven't fished up your way, maybe for bass ever. I mean, I've been on your show. I'd love to do it. You let me know, man. Tell me what the stop is, when we're fishing. We'll jump in a local derb. I don't care if we get our asses kicked or we come in second or 20th. It doesn't matter to me. It's the experience I'm looking for. So let's do it, man. Let's do it. 603. We'll make a little event of it, man.
There you go. We need to pick a winner. Let me figure that out. That was the prize package here.
603 Bass. That's exactly what I'm talking about, man. You let me know. You let me know. Legendary Lakes.
I'm sorry for the lame live tonight. I mean, it was
always
great
say
hearing about you.
It
wasn't that good. It wasn't that
why
good.
Why do you say that all the time? It's
you think
so
it was
crazy.
a good live?
It's so crazy.
I mean, we had a dude that caught a 10-pound smallmouth on last week. The week before, we had the guy that basically has is a fishing technique is named after him.
I'm sorry, time out. I just caught and with Riz, and we busted 24
But you didn't tell us the
80.
details. I don't know
It
where.
doesn't matter. Does it matter? Does it matter? It's not. Is it my
Curious
details to
about
tell?
that.
Is it my
If you're partners, it would be, yeah.
Time out. Is it for me to say without my partner what we did and where we did it? No, it's not. It's a team tournament. It's not my show. It's me and Riz talking to you and the audience. I thought I gave a lot of details from my perspective and enough. So to me, 2481 in a tournament, you've never come close on the Upper Bay in a team tournament or solo. Neither have we. 2481. What have you dropped on the scales?
You need that to win every tournament practically.
What are you even talking about?
Except for 2022, apparently. But
When's
the year before, you've always needed that high, that mid-range 20-pound bag in the spring.
Mid-range 20-pound bag. Go back and look and find out. You tell me when the last time 2481 was launched on the scales.
And listen,
and isn't it all relative?
I don't know what tournament trail it was. I'm not discrediting it, but
Chester County, bro, one of the biggest
scales
ones.
Way heavy.
You know what, Travis? It's unbelievable, man. The only thing that's lame about this show is you.
Oh my god!
So you call it every time it's lame because you think it's lame because you got this strange twisted thing, man. Can't you just be happy for me?
I'm absolutely happy.
You call the show lame. That's fucked up. I'm calling you out now. The only thing lame on the show is you.
It's not lame because you won.
It's you.
Lame because I just figured it was kind of it wasn't that high profile of a show, bud. That's all.
I'm sorry that we just busted the biggest bag of my team fishing tournament career. So it's a big show for me. Can't you just be happy for me for a moment?
I'm so happy for you.
I don't know. The winner feel like it, bro. Man, that's it, man. You're unbelievable.
Is Will Perryman. Will Perryman.
I mean, I'm sorry that you got your ass kicked on the bay this year. It's all right. It's just sour grapes. That's all it is. You gotta admit it.
I think
you are. I mean, you blew every tournament that you fished. I know, and the ones we fished together. So what can I say? We sucked in two. We sucked.
I thought I fished one tournament there this year.
Oh, we fished SmallmouthCrush Open, and we fished on the Upper Bay. And we sucked in both. Are you just mad because we sucked? I sucked with you,
and I am not.
I mean, you guide up there,
I didn't
bro.
Say the show sucked because you won the tournament and had a great day.
Wouldn't it be incredible if you go, this was an amazing tournament? You just busted 2041, dude. That's incredible. What a great show. Thanks for talking about it, man.
You did talk about it.
Why did you even have? Yes, I did. I showed the baits. I talked about the clues. What, you need to know the spots? You want to see the map? Sure. I'll show you the map. If that'll make you happy and shut you up, right?
I'm just saying.
Is that what people need? Is the spots?
No.
I talked about the techniques. What the fuck?
What was Riz doing? I know what you were doing. What was Riz doing? He wasn't worming some flat-sided.
That's for Riz to talk about. See, that's the problem right there, right?
Crankbait.
He's not here, is he? I want Riz to tell his own story. And so when Riz is on, we'll get together again and me and him can tell the story. And then you'll see exactly what he was doing, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And maybe you'll be surprised because you're wrong.
He threw a
busted. I'll drop the coordinates, Doug. Absolutely, man. Waypoints for everybody. Good night. Show sucked. Lame. You said it like 4 shows in a row and people are like totally disagreeing with you. You're funny.
Fine.
Hey, man, but thanks for throwing cold water on my, the big win. I appreciate that. You never disappoint, Travis. Just like JP said, man, you can never be happy for him when he does well. Why is that? What is it about? Was it about you like that? Why are you like that?
I don't think I'm not happy for you. I even commented on the post when you guys won.
That's extraordinary. Did you comment on my post or Riz's post?
I didn't see yours.
Let's just, of course, right. All right. So you commented on Riz's, but not your co-hosts. Here we go again.
I didn't even look.
Well, exactly. But you knew that we busted 2041. You congratulate Riz, but you don't think to congratulate me?
I was waiting for tonight to congratulate you.
I think we actually figured things out right now.
You don't think I congratulate you tonight?
You didn't say anything on my post. Is it that hard for you to type
Oh my
something?
God. Now we got now that's
That's up to you. That's up to you, man. It's up to you to find it. It's up to you to know that I'm on Instagram. It's up to you.
I don't
to
know which one. Is it Legendary Lakes? Is it Bass
Oh,
Lab?
so now we get down to the real thing.
You know, there's so
It's
many
on
different
both. You got 2 opportunities. You're 2 out of 3.
there's so many different accounts that you utilize. Is it largemouth
Andy
crush?
B. Andy B. Never lame with EE. What's up now, bro? You might be lame, not me, bro. Nah, I'll bring the fire every night, bro. I showed off a little flashy boo chatterbait. Come on, man.
I like that. I said, hey, that's
I showed off the guppy fish lab. I showed you a rusty craw. I showed you the pattern I used. I showed you the baits that I caught him on. I told you how I caught him on the bait. Come on, man. Come on, man.
there. Now I can do it. I found you.
You found me. You probably don't even follow me, bro.
I'm gonna write congrats.
I'm checking.
Big
Do you follow
E.
me? Do you follow me?
Epic bag on the bay for the fall.
Nice, man. No, for any
For
fucking
the
time.
fall.
Any
For
fucking time.
Fall.
Yeah,
Boom.
you tell me the next time you drop 24 you want a largemouth on the scales, bro. Let me know if you can ever do it in a tournament.
Okay.
And I don't care what tournament it is. I don't care if it's 20 boats, 5 boats, 3 boats on a Wednesday night. Good luck. You got to fish your ass off, and you got to fish correct and clean.
Gotcha.
That's stout for Texas, bro. It's stout for Alabama. It's stout for anywhere.
Everywhere.
It's stout for 2021, 22, 19, 18, 17. Absolutely. Read the words. Biggest bag of the year. And all years are relative, right? Some years are better than others. Isn't that the truth?
That's the truth.
Exactly.
Hey, we might put on a smallmouth crush open on the Chesapeake.
Good luck. I'll be fishing with Riz.
I can see it now. You and Riz win the Ike Foundation tournament.
Maybe so, man. I mean, you know, I didn't do bad with Greg DePalma, right? All 5 fish came on the bait I brought in my pocket. What's up? Is it the fisherman in the front, or is it the team that works together? It's the team that works together, man. Just remember that. And sometimes we don't work together too good because it's your show. You don't listen. That's just my opinion. You want to win for you, and I get it.
Give me an example.
Smallmouth Crush Derby, man. I'm in the back. You're not talking, man. I mean, Upper Bay practice. I'm like, what do you want to do, dude? And I'm like, let's try this. Nah. You steer the boat the other way. You got it all worked out in your head, and I respect it.
We didn't need no practice for the Chesapeake.
Well, apparently we did.
No.
To win? Hell yeah.
No. Ain't nothing done special in that event.
I don't know about that, bro. You got to be open to that, in my opinion. You got to mix it up. You got to break out of that rut sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, hell, the year before we fished the tournament, man, I'm like, damn, dude. And you go, well, I caught 150 bass in this Merino the last 2 weeks. And I'm like, no fucking wonder it's so tough. You caught 150 fish in a place we went to fish. How you going to win there? Right? You can't lean on them too much, bro. But that's the guide's dilemma. It truly is the guide's dilemma. So I feel for you, man. There's a lot of really good guides that had a hard time winning on Upper Bay and Potomac because I know a bunch of them, man. They're guiding every day during the week. They're heavy into the guiding. They feel pressure to put people on fish, and you burn up a lot of good territory, man, because you're trying to show people what they came and paid for.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I wouldn't want to be in your position having a guide all week and then fish a tournament on the weekend.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it because that place gets so much pressure all week. I honestly feel like if I catch them, someone else is catching them. Like it's not. I don't think of it that way.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
I know.
Okay. I mean,
I'll go in there and have a fun week and go back there on Saturday and hope for the best, you know?
No, we never really get our ass kicked. I mean, we just don't, you know, we're not up there in the top 5, top 3. So, you know, but we always have a respectable bag. So I think we do the best we can for the situation. You know, I mean, we win that one. We weighed in 16 and change with 4 fish, and I had a 6.23 in the bag, you know, right? If I don't break off that 5, we probably win that one. So that one's on me.
I agree.
I mean, you know, just the breaks, man. We got to bite. Certainly. It's a place you didn't want to go. Had a dead stick to catch him, though. Remember?
I remember.
Mm-hmm. You hit me that day.
What do you mean?
Come on, man. You can play the clip. Find that clip.
Oh.
Come on, man. You grabbed me hard.
Mm.
That one's on me, bro.
Yeah.
It is. But I did put the bigs in the boat, man. I think you had one. I mean, if you could just put one more fish in instead of them catfish, that it wouldn't. Didn't you French kiss that catfish? You caught him on a Carolina rig with a power worm.
I did.
You did. I got that video on my Instagram.
You
wouldn't know because you don't look. You didn't even comment on that. I don't think. That's pretty funny.
Eric.
All right, man. Well, everything was going great. It was a cool flow, nice show.
I'm sorry I said it was the worst show of the year.
The worst show of the year? You didn't say that. Now you just did.
Wow. And it's not. And it's not because you won. It's just, you know, it wasn't that great of a show. We've had better. That's all I'm saying.
All right, man. We certainly had better. All right, man. I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Thanks for having me on, Travis. I really appreciate being a guest on the show tonight. Hopefully we can get Riz back later. And I'm gonna be on Bass U for you guys if you want to hear the real full recap tomorrow at noon.
Is that why you're holding it off?
No, he just invited me. You want me to show you the text and what time he sent it in? So I just got the invite during the stream, and Riz invited me on because the Dean, Pete Gluzik, wants us to hop around in a second segment to talk about the Derby. And I said, hell yeah, I'll do it.
Of course. All right, guys.
So anyway, tune in to Bass U tomorrow.
If you want to go to Bass U, Riz will not be on the Smallmouth Crush live stream anytime soon.
No, he said he wants to come on
to regurgitate what you guys talk about tomorrow.
Oh, he works for Bass U, man. So yeah, he invited me on. What do you?
I know.
I gotta go, man. So
hopefully
it'll be a much better show than this letdown
one.
It will. So I'm sure it's gonna be better because I'll have the Dean, I'll have Riz there. It'll be a different energy altogether, man. I'll try to really bring it tomorrow since I didn't tonight. But anyway, man, thanks for having me on. Who won the giveaway?
Will Perryman. I already.
Congratulations!
Yeah,
congratulations, Will. All right. And so until next time.
You want to end this? What you got going on tonight? You're so busy.
No, I'm gonna go watch Bullet Train.
What's that?
It's on Amazon Prime. It's got Brad Pitt and a bunch of other people in it. And I started watching it last night, fell asleep. And I dreamt.
Series or a movie?
One movie. I dreamt as I fell asleep on the recliner. I have a big TV. The lights are flashing. This movie is still playing, and I had a dream that I was in the movie.
Yeah,
full on color, bro.
I bet.
Swear. That's what they say. Bright lights can really.
No, just sleeping with the TV on like you do every night.
Oh yeah,
can't be good.
Oh yeah,
your brain's taking in all that information.
I want to live hard and die free, bro.
Jeez.
I only got probably like, I don't know, maybe 15 more spawns on the planet. So I won't see that thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, I'll try to live. I'll try to live as best I can in the simulation with you right now.
Hey, we do appreciate everybody tuning in for this.
And all the new viewers tonight. So
mediocre
listen, I'm going to roll. You wrap it up, Travis. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. And
as always,
tomorrow at
until
noon.
Next time.
We'll see you on the water.
We'll see you guys on the water.